Welcome to Empowerment of Faith Kingdom Center for Ambassadors. We're delighted that you've decided to join us today.
This is based off how Yeshua taught them to pray. Start reading at 17.
I keep asking that Elohim of our Yahweh, Yeshua, the Messiah, the glorious Father, may give you the spirit of wisdom and revelation so that you may know him better.
Keep reading. I'll tell you to stop.
I pray that the mind of your heart may be enlightened, in order that you may know the hope to which he has called you, the riches of his glorious inheritance in his holy people, and his incomparably great power for us who believe. That power is the same as the mighty strength he exerted when he raised the Messiah from the dead and seated him at his right hand in the heavenly realms.
Okay, right hand is making reference to authority. Chief authority, period. The same authority that he possessed when he left that authority in the country, the place of heaven, and came to earth as a man. He laid that down. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, which script? I started reading.
He appointed and seat him at his right hand in the heaven.
Right hand in the heavenly realms, far above all rule and authority.
All rule, all what? Authority, all power, all dominion. You see, now I studied this out already. And again, he's going back to this military structure and these different demons that's occupying positions the same way they know that heaven had different Malachims occupying position in the army of heaven. Different one, they do different things. So you got rule, authority, you got power, you got dominion. And then every authority that is invoked, not only this present age, but that also which is to come, saying that Yeshua, the authority that he is operating in now is the same authority he had previous to coming here. And that means everything throughout eternity is being subject to him. And Elohim had placed all things under his feet and appointed him to be head over everything for the holy nation, which is his congregation, the foot is him who fill everything in every way. So the evil authorities, the Father did not delegate these rulers and dominions and authorities. The Father didn't give them nothing. He gave it to man. All authorities didn't come from Elohim. These authorities that he's making reference to on earth came from man. See, the point is he won't violate his delegated authority. This is why the Father won't attack them. It's our responsibility to petition heaven and use our dominion to handle them, not to permit them to do things through us. We have authority to resist. We have the authority to say, no, you cannot do that. We have authority when the thought comes to us to resist that thought, cast that thought down. We have our dominion back now. You understand? We don't have to fight them, but we don't let them rule in our minds. They don't have no authority to control us. You can't control me. You have the authority to loose, release, declare illegal and lawful any thought that come to your mind that's not of the Father. Any presence that's in your presence, your place of dominion, not to be there. You don't have to fight them. You just tell them to leave. You don't have to go kick them out yourself. Once you say leave, Michael is right there waiting to kick his butt out. That's his job. You don't have to go no spiritual warfare all night. That's why people are getting defeated and not getting nothing done. But a person is out of place conducting spiritual warfare. You are not in heaven. You are not created to conduct war and fight nobody. You are created to dominate the earth. Period. Look at the book of Jude. Let's go there. And we're going to show you about how delegated authority and how the Malachims respect delegated authority. Ain't but one chapter in the book of Jude. I'm in the New King James Version. If y'all go to NIV, that's good too. Now, he talks about this. 8. Look at Jude 8. You can go in the NIV, that's fine. Jude 8. You have a lot of, what was I going to deal with that? Oh, okay. Now watch this. Watch this. Come on, yeah. I'd like to get you involved because this is not a church service. Look in 8. Somebody read verse 8. Ain't but one book in you. 8. There we go. Read that. Come on, give me another reader. Get sound. Go right here.
Likewise, also these dreamers defile the flesh, reject authority, and speak evil of dignitaries. Yet Michael the Malachim, the archangel, and contending with the devil, when he disputed about the body of Moshe, dared not bring any against him a reviling accusation, but said, Yahweh rebuke you.
You see that? Now, religious folks, Lord rebuke you. No, Satan, the Lord, you rebuke him. He invading earth. Michael knew that he didn't have dominion in the earth. He can't do nothing in the earth unless he is permitted through a legal agent in the earth. So when he came to get the body of Moshe in the mountain, Satan showed up. And Michael knew he just fight battles. And he came to escort this body. You understand? So he wouldn't say nothing against Satan because he knew that the dominion that Satan was operating in was legal by him receiving it from mankind himself. That's why he said, the Lord rebuke you. As a creative being that he created, he rebuke you. I can't deal with you. I can only do anything in this earth. I can only do something in this earth that I've been authorized legal to do because I have no dominion here. I was sent to get the body. That's it. I can't fight with you. That's it. So it said the Lord who created you, he rebuked you because we were sent to get his minister, his leader body who walked in obedience. And the only reason he is laying his spirit and soul is in heaven now is because he got offended and lashed out at the people and said, you napperhead jokers, you just complain and grumble all the time, and took that staff and hit the rock and water came forth. And the Father told him to speak to the rock, but he handled the rock was the word. The rock was Yeshua. You find it Corinthians, J.O. talks about that was Yeshua, the word who was with them and providing provisions for them. And instead of speaking and obeying the Father like Moses obeying the Father like the Father instructed him, he said something else. And Moshe was the only representation of the Father that they had. So when he missed it, the people thought the Father was speaking rough to them and didn't want to give them nothing. But the Father just told him, no, you just speak and I'll give them order. No, I'm tired. I had enough of them. I know they had locks, not dreadlocks. It's not, they had locks, they had braids. Yes, they did. They had heavy melanin in their skin. Yes, they did. Those are the only group of people that can wear anybody to death. There's the only group of people that will give you a hard time. I'm telling you, as a leader, they will give you fits. Don't hold your head down now. I'm talking to you. And shoot, I talk to Joseph and the times I do talk to Liz because I talk to him about different things. Other people I know, they're just so easy to receive and to work with. But boy, let me get one. Yeah, it was y'all out there worrying that man. You know you were. But anyway, and you finally got on the skin, and that made him miss the promised land. He couldn't take the people there. Yahashua had to do it. Anyway, now let's go to Matthew. So ark mean prince or chief. in war. That's Michael. His ministry, he is a chief warring angel, a malachim. Angel just means messenger malachim. And he was sent to get the, so you goes back to the time when Moshe missed it and he went up to the mountain and died. He made a transition. Then he showed up again when Yeshua, him and Elihu, they showed up again on that mount and they was talking to Yeshua. Y'all remember? And the scholar said, look, we looked and we couldn't see because it was so bright. We had to hit the ground, but we heard them talking. Then Kepha said, let's build a steeple here. Let's start a ministry. Let's start a movement and dedicate it to him. And then the father said, nope, don't be naming no Alpha and Omega ministry or no we going on the south side outreach. He said, you listen to my word. You hear my son is what you do. You don't start all these denominations and all this stuff. You just hear that word and stick with the word. And that's what he told him. Read the book. You'll see it. Okay, so now let's go to Matthew 4. We just proven out that the Father doesn't violate delegated authority. And Satan legally got what he had. And the Ark of Malachim, the chief Malachim of war, Michael, knew that. Now, again, the devil took him to a very, somebody else read, I can say my voice. Thank you. Somebody else read.
Again, the devil took him to a very high mountain and showed him.
Wait a minute, hold up, Pastor Renee. Slide up some. Go to, slide up to verse 1. Okay. And begin reading that. Go ahead, Pastor. Read there.
Verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Then Yeshua was led by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. After fasting 40 days and 40 nights, he was hungry.
Notice he wasn't thirsty. So all y'all going in these 40-day water fasts, you're going to keep on and mess your organs up. Go right ahead.
The tempter came to him and said, if you are the son of Elohim, tell these stones to become bread. Yeshua answered, it is written, man shall not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes from the mouth of Elohim.
He repeated what the Father told Kepha and his scholars while Yeshua was on earth with him. Go right ahead. And that was written in the Tanakh, by the way. That was already written what Yeshua was repeating. Go ahead.
Then the devil took him to the holy city and had him to stand on the highest point of the temple. If you are the son of Elohim, he said, throw yourself down, for it is written, he will command his angels concerning you, and they will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone.
Now, this is a repeat of Tehillim, that first book in Tehillim around 91, 11, and 12. You see how Yeshua is speaking out of the Tanakh? For folk that talking about the Old Testament that's past and stuff. What do you think Yeshua did? He didn't say nothing new. Oh, come on, read. I'm sorry. Go right ahead.
Okay.
Right ahead.
Verse 7, Yeshua answered him, it is also written, do not put Yahweh, your Elohim, to the test.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the devil took him to a very high mountain and showed him in all the kingdoms of the world in their splendor. All this I will give you, he said, if you bow down and worship me. Yeshua said to him,
you don't have no dominion. Man have dominion in the earth and you don't own nothing. Did he say that to him? No. The answer is no. He said, away from me, Satan. Again, it's written. What was already written is what he repeated. Worship Yahweh, your creator, your sovereign ruler, and serve him only. Then he never negated what Satan was said about the authority that he had in the world. And you look at Job, aka Job, Satan appeared before the elders and said, he presented himself in the leadership meeting. And the father said, what you doing here amongst my leaders? He said, walking my dominion I got. And he never said you don't have dominion. That dominion was given to him by Adam. The Father never, and he did not override that delegated authority. He delegated it straight to mankind. Man, Adam and Masa Neged gave it to Satan. So man have to deal and had to deal with him. That's why a man had to come and defeat him. A legal man in the earth had to come in the earth and get that back, what was given to him. And that's why Yeshua said, now I'm going back to my place and I'm giving you what you lost in Matthew 28. All power in heaven and earth, all authority has been given to me. Now I'm giving you back what you had and what you were supposed to do with it originally, and make other human beings in my image, my likeness, and cover the earth. That's what you do with this dominion what I gave you with my original intent. I never changed my mind. The Father won't violate his authority. The Malcolms, they won't violate it. Now, we get our authority back, make sure that we understand this in terms of delegated authority. When it comes to, because there has been such a lack of proper teaching along the lines of leadership and structure and order and government, the kingdom government within the holy nation, too many people don't understand delegated authority. Oh, I got more money than you got. I don't care nothing about that. I'm doing what the Father called me to do. Your money don't put you in a place where you can get in the way with what I've been, the mandate on my life and what I'm to do. You know, the praise and worship leader want to go lead the prayer, and the prayer warrior want to go sing a song. I'm not prayer warrior. I rebuke that. The person who is praying, I just taught against that. The person, I just got to talk. The person who is praying, the leading leader who is structuring prayer and getting things together, instead of doing that, they want to go sing now. Who was it? Nebuchadnezzar, who went in the temple to offer up incense because of his success as a king. And that success was a direct product of him being connected to the prophet Zechariah. And now he's so successful and got so big. Now I'm going to go offer up incense. I got influence. I got fame. I got money. I'm going to preach the message today. Pastor, the Lord gave me a message this morning. Oh, he did? Yes, I want you to just let me minister this morning. I can handle the word for you. Wait a minute, well, hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, they told me you've been giving like millions to the ministry. You've been sowing, your tithes is 10 million a month and stuff like that. And your offerings, 20 million, and you just support everything we do. Now you actually think, now this is this pastor, how I respond. Now you actually think I'm fool enough to let you do something that you have no calling to do because you got money? So you actually think you the source of financial support for this ministry and not the Father. Brother, the devil is in you, and I rebuke him and cast him out if you want him out of you. That is crazy. Pastor, I don't, what did I just say? I said, you just told me you was teaching this morning. You're not even the ordained elder. Pastor, I said, yeah, what you been smoking, dude? Pastor, I don't know what's going on, man. It's just if he right, that's what he'll do. Armor himself and pray for me. If he arrogant, well, I tell you what, I won't be there no more. I promise, brother, I'll help you go out the door if you're in one right now. No, pastors don't do that. They let people that's got sugar and salt mixed up sing, lead the worship, play the instruments, preach messages, put them over the children's ministry, molest their kids, do all kind of stuff because they want people. Those are hirelings. So strange fires offered up everywhere because delegated authority has not been taught nor understood. That's a problem. Well, I tell you what, young man, I'm 90 plus 10 plus 8. And if you don't stop teaching like that, I'm gonna have something to do with you. Where you better get a rocking chair and go sit in it, because you can be 900 plus 40. Ain't no jellyback pastoring this right here. I understand delegated authority. You remember the Roman leader in the Roman army? who heard about Yeshua, and he did all he could to get to him back through his financial support. He bought buildings. He supported what they were doing with his monies, and his one of his employees got sick. Y'all remember one of his superintendents got sick. One of his chief guy got sick, and what did he do? Yeshua, the religious folks said, "Man, you gotta come on, Yeshua. We don't believe him, but come on and fix this man because he giving us money. We don't believe who you are, but you can fix this. We good." Because he giving us a lot of money. I mean, he's supporting our political agendas and everything. He the reason why we got the president to come to our ministry. We got so many folk, and he just been supplied, so the president even want to come speak here. And by the way, he been building us temples and stuff. And then Yeshua said, "Okay, where is he? Let's go to him." I'm gonna recognize. It wasn't because they asked. Yeshua recognized this man's heart, and he recognized that this man was giving his money because of his heart. And wherever your heart is, that's where your money gonna be. Yeshua knew this man was after him and using all his resources to try to get to him. So it wasn't the money that moved him, it was this man's heart. Did y'all hear what I just said? So you got folks, I'm seeking the Lord, and stingy as a gnat. You ain't gonna find him. Your heart not right. If your heart follow your treasure, follow your heart. So, and when Yeshua went to go, this man said, "Wait a minute, hold on, tell me you don't have to come to my house." No, no, you don't have to do that. You say your word, and I know he be healed. And Yeshua said, "You know what? All these churches around here and mosques around here and cathedrals around here, don't none of them have the faith of this heathen here who has been trying to get to me, and he is expressing and proving it through his heart. They using it. They want to extract everything they can out of him. This brother got a heart, and I haven't found this type of faith even around the holy nation. Ain't that terrible? Isn't that something? They won't even honor me with first fruits. They don't talk about no tithe. And this brother here, out of his heart, his treasures with his heart, and he's proven himself. He said, I haven't saw this type of faith. Nowhere. And then he said, he sent another message, tell him that I'm under authority. And I understand authority. And remember, Yeshua was operating as a man and not Elohim. So Yeshua spoke the word and released the word. And the man believed it, and his superintendent was healed. Delegated authority. He was under delegated authority. He understood Yeshua as a man was here with delegated authority man had in the beginning. Now let's go to Yochanan 10:10. Elohim cannot be blamed for the condition of the world or earth. So scholars, everyone hear me good. Do not say the Lord took nothing. He don't take stuff. I've been trying to get this through some out of here for a while. Not here. I'm not talking about none of y'all. But they where the Lord see fit to take some, that's man, I told you before. When you that's how I be talking. Forget it. Okay. All right. All right, I got you. Let's just talk about something else. And we move on. Now, 10 says what?
The thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. I have come that they may have life and have it to the fullest.
Okay, so he cannot be blamed for what his delegated authority has allowed to happen. You have to put the blame where it goes. Praying, we need to get this because we pray and Lord, you took my daughter, but I'm still thankful and I'm gonna bless your name. Why be how to do that? Now them wrote, sent prophets, taught them, and they still blaming me for taking stuff. Do you actually think he like hearing stuff like that when he told us he come to give us life? Well, why you let that happen to my son? I've heard people say this. I got to answer with truth. I cannot give a religious facade or religious alcohol, religious Band-Aid, religious, what an antibiotic. I cannot do that. I have to tell them that he didn't take nothing from you. No, he didn't. He didn't let nothing happen to you. Well, I lost. What you mean you lost? Put the blame where the blame goes. And if you read before then, you'll find out how the thief steal, kill, and destroy. He was talking about teaching. That's why education is so important. Words are so important. When people get an audience and speak words to them, they are communicating a source of thought. This is another reason why so many people want to pastor. They got to have these group of people that hear their words because they understand if they hear my words, I got control of them. You understand this? Singing. So many people want to sing. They're singing words. They're saying words, and they know these words. The source of those words going to be deposited in the person's belief system. And you watch these pictures. I watched this picture. What was it called? Green Law, Greenhouse, Green something. And everybody wanted the pastor. They wanted that position to stand. And even the who played the girl part, she was the worship leader, and she wanted to jealous because her daddy wouldn't let her preach and let the other daughter preach. She wanted that power. And then this other guy supposed to be an assistant. He was just so evil and manipulative. What was the name of that picture? Green Law, what was it?
Yeah. Greenleaf.
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 Yeah.
I said, Renee.
Years ago when we watched that. Yeah. Greenleaf.
Oprah was behind it. I really didn't want to watch it. When I found out she was behind, I know her agenda. But I watched it just to see how they was orchestrating stuff. But they done went to somebody at church and paid close attention, because that's exactly how it is. Everybody got to embrace this holy pulpit. Another preacher in trouble now. And he trying to talk about where the pulpit is for truth. But the pulpit, if you want to put it like that, your source must be the truth. And you don't just speak the truth on Sundays and Wednesdays and go live a lie the rest of the week. No, it's not for that. The vessel have to be a part of the truth that they are teaching in lifestyle. So people think they can say one thing and live another. That way you're sure he couldn't stand them Pharisees. He said, because you teach something you don't live. All right. Point number 2, the world's condition is a result of humans' greed for power and control over each other. That's point number 2 to go with 5. Y'all make sure you get the notes. The world condition. See, the Father don't violate his own delegated authority. He gave mankind to rule the world. So the condition of the world is not the Father's fault. Whatever happened is not the Father's fault. Humans, result of human greed for power and control over each other. You can't get no money if somebody don't get out there and get it for you. You got to dominate over a person. You need a person's hands to work for you, their feet to run for you. You need their brain to think for you. And you know how corporate America is. They look what the President Obama and other ones did with these bank executives. Look all that money he gave them and bailed them out. And other folk are slaving and sweating and putting everything they can and working all these long hours, $10 an hour, and he gonna give them millions of dollars. Person you slaving for, they making millions. They could easily pay you triple what for what? They be saying they come in and do it, let them keep doing it. Work the skin off their back. And give them a watch and a rocking chair and let them retire. Putting all their time, all their effort, slaving for that particular person, and they got plenty of money. This is why everybody should be doing your best to become an entrepreneur. If you're gonna slave for yourself. If you're gonna be tired, at least you can have the gratification and say, well, it was for me.
As always, thank you so much for tuning in or joining us in person. Remember, honored guests are always welcome on any platform and especially in person. Thank you so much, and shalom, y'all.